Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. This is Whitney with Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots, and today I'm doing a fall pumpkin arrangement. I actually have had all of these supplies for a couple years. That's the the sad admitting part. But this particular thing I got pretty much everything at Hobby Lobby. I've had this container with the stand on it sitting in my house for a while. It's been empty, and I've decided to do it. So let's go and jump in. What happened is I want to put some liners in this. So this is just some thick cardboard I had from a box that we got something delivered in. So I traced out the bottom of the container onto our cardboard. And I'm just going to cut it out so that makes it fit. Now, this was only because I had planned on gluing the styrofoam in that I'm going to use, but I didn't use any glue today. I used absolutely zero glue on this project because I do want to be able to trade it out. But I did want to have this cardboard bottom just in case for a future project I need to, just have it there as a safety net. That way it's protecting it. I'm not gluing anything to the actual container because this is going to be a staple in my home now. Now, I'm going to cut the styrofoam, and had I known the monstrous mess this was going to cause, I mean, I kind of knew. I knew it was going to happen, but in any event, I have 4 pieces of styrofoam. This also came from something that we'd ordered, something that came to the house packaged very nicely. So it's good thick styrofoam. And here I'm thinking, oh, that cut off very easily. And then this is where you'll see over and over, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the mess growing and growing. So I had 4 pieces of this, and I kind of just made little marks so I could tell where I could cut it so that I could get it just to fit in there. So I'm just cutting the corners off. And in between those 2 pieces, I did clean up a little bit. But then you'll see in about a second here, after I get the last corner off on this one, the styrofoam static is alive. That took a while to clean that up. So here I moved my camera angle, but that way I could show you the arrangement a little bit better. And also, I'm showing you tags in this, but you can't see them because I had to move my camera further away from me. This is just the only thing that I added at last minute here. This is from Michael's. This was actual artificial Spanish moss. And it's plasticky, but it was effective. I had had this for a long time, not really knowing how to use it. And I'd actually cut a bundle apart a long time ago and tried to use it in something, and it just wasn't looking right. It looked almost like dirty hair. I hated it, so I took it out of the arrangement I was trying to put it in. I just used actual moss because I think what I was searching for was a way to use Spanish moss but not have it be so messy. I love Spanish moss, but I despise how messy it is. I don't like that it sheds everywhere. I don't like that it's always all over your tables. It just, it's not my favorite, but it's my favorite for filler. So anyways, I just kind of used some floral pins and kind of pinned that around the outside of the arrangement. And I am going to slow this down in a little bit. You'll see here in a few seconds, though. This is just the beginning. Everything else you're looking at, these 2 green bushes, the lamb's ear and the eucalyptus, it's all from Hobby Lobby. Even the pumpkins I'm going to use. Everything I purchased at Hobby Lobby on one day. And I know I got most of these items for 50% off. So I'm showing you tags, but really it's just the price tag. So the price tag doesn't matter because these are still items that you can get there. So here we're in live time, or real time. Sorry, this is just nothing is sped up here. And I had to go get that. Those are extras. Ignore these little white buds. We're not going to use these. I just was trying to see, I didn't realize how much surface area I had, but I was like, you know what? I didn't also think about the pumpkins are going to take up space too. But I did add these. These are from a couple bushes that I had left over. I've had them in my stash for years, guys, years. I think I got them at Joann's so long ago. I just use random greenery and then just keep it in your stash, keep it off to the side, and then at some point, it'll come back to you, and it'll be good that it's there. So this also added a little bit more of a difference in green because I wanted it to be a lot of different greeneries. So I just kind of spread those out around the outside edge, and then again, you can forget, just pretend we're not looking at these and the fact that I got them tangled up with everything else. Those little white bud flowers we don't end up using. But I did cut apart the lamb's ear stems and the eucalyptus stems. Now again, because of the size of the container, I was taking an educated guess. I got 4 stems of each. And these are actually from the stem section of Hobby Lobby. So everybody knows And if you don't, we'll let you know now. Hobby Lobby's florals go on their sales every other week. So if you're there and they're on sale, they won't be on sale the following week. Or if you're there and they're not on sale, they will be on sale the following week. So basically, I wait. Unless it's an emergency and I'm making like a custom order or something has to be done, I will wait until the sale is on before I will buy the stems from Hobby Lobby. Because you're looking at $6.99 for one stem of lamb's ear as opposed to, $3.50, which makes a difference. And I'm telling you, the longer stems of lamb's ear at Hobby Lobby is beautiful. Any other bundle, I think it starts to lose its quality. So I will buy the lamb's ear stems from Hobby Lobby, especially if it's for a project I know needs special. And in essence, this is for me in my home. So again, it's an investment in your own, your own decor. So do as you see fit. So I don't mind spending a little bit extra money on something that's going to last me some time. And now if I switch any of this stuff out and I add some things for Christmas, that lamb's ear is universal. But if I take this whole thing out, I will be using all of these things in future projects. That's the best part is just keep like a little plastic tote nearby. And then when you switch your holidays out or your seasons, you will always have quality pieces to come back to. All we're going to do here is just adding these and spreading things out, kind of filling in the spaces, but not 100%. I don't ever like to just throw everything in at one time, which there's nothing saying you can't. We're not using any glue. So if you want to reposition things at some point, you will have that opportunity and nobody will stop you because you didn't use the glue. And if you did use glue, you just use brute force and rip that thing out and you'll be fine. That's all it takes is like, oh, I don't like that here and I already glued it in. Oh, that's all right. That's okay. We'll talk it out of its own space. Cut to pulling out with both hands. So here's my little bucket of pumpkin or bag of pumpkins. I bought all of these things together at Hobby Lobby same time. So I only use about three main pumpkins, and then I added one in the back because I did have a kind of a giant space that I couldn't fill, and I didn't want to go grab any of the other greenery and cut into another bush. So obviously this is going up against a wall in my home. If you saw on the thumbnail or any pictures on Instagram, you'll know that this goes up against a wall. So the back of it isn't actually 100% seen or obvious to anyone. So I fill in as much as I know what will be facing or showing or what will someone may see. And in this instance, obviously it's me. It's in my front entryway of my home. But, should you walk past it, you could see certain things. But everything ends up working out great. Even that faux plastic Spanish moss turned out great. So the white pumpkin is the biggest, and I wanted it to be our focal point. So I'm putting that one in first, and then I have this cute little, I don't want to say wicker. I don't know what that is. It's some sort of like, almost like a raffia type product that they used on that other pumpkin. And it actually has a real stick stem on it. So I like the natural look on that pumpkin. Now I was just at Hobby Lobby yesterday. As I'm recording this, I can tell you it was the yesterday of me recording this. And they do have all of these pumpkins I'm looking at. Every single one of them is out. And this is the end of July at the time I'm recording this. And they've brought out a lot of things a little early. But they have every pumpkin I'm looking at here. So I bought these pumpkins, I want to say 2 years ago, guys. So they're keeping a lot of the same styles and a lot of the same stock. And so all of this is repeatable should you choose that you wanted to maybe duplicate this or, at least get something similar. Everything you're looking at here is still available at Hobby Lobby. Now, those little berry bushes, those other little extra picks that I bought, those are from Joann's. And then the faux Spanish moss was from Michael's. But you can use real Spanish moss that you can get at Hobby Lobby as well. So you could take one Hobby Lobby trip and then just knock this whole thing out if you choose to. I did put the green pumpkin, I buried that deeper so that was more of a filler because it's green and it kind of blends in. But I love the accents. I've got maybe 5 or 6 different types of greens going on here, and it's all complementing each other. And I'm loving every second of this. And the best part is that I still have a little bit more. So I'm kind of taking some of these pumpkins and seeing, do I want to add more to the left or right? This is the creative process that makes me happy. This is the part where I get a little excited and I get the little, the little butterflies in my stomach. It's just weird how sometimes this stuff just makes me so happy when I'm just watching it and seeing what happens. And it's been very fun to not use glue also, because I know I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to bring it back in here. I'm going to pull some of these things out, and I get to make and recreate an entire another arrangement when it's time to switch things out for Christmas or the New Year or the winter theme, or then, going on into spring and summer. And then when it's time for sunflowers or lemons or anything else that might be fun to stick in these things. Like, I already have something planned with these really large pine cones I have in my decorating stash. And it's like, yeah, do you guys do that, by the way? I have a decorating stash that's separate than my crafting stash, but I'm gonna tell you, I do pilfer my crafting stash a lot when it's time to decorate my house for the holidays. You guys let me know in the comments below, do you guys keep like your decorations for your home separate than your crafting stash decorations? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but there's a lot of times I've gone in there like, all right, let me go get I need some tape, I need my glue gun, and I need those 2 pieces. And actually I have this other piece of wood that I could use in here too. And I think I have a couple picks I was going to put in a video, but I'm going to grab that and stick that in the tree. I do that all the time. I do that all the time. It's like, it's going to come from wherever it's at. If I have it, if I own it and I possess it, it will end up somewhere, whether it's in a project that I'm going to put online or in a video or decorations in my own home. It's nothing if not like, you know what, I'm pretty sure I have it. And then I have to go hunt it out. I have to go sniff it down because I know where it's at. I know I have one. I've done that so many times. I've gone stash sniffing. I promise you guys, I know where everything is, I promise. Right? I'm not alone there. I know where every single thing is. Everything in its place. Sure, yeah, no, that's not true at all. So I left this in at real time because I had gotten a lot of comments that you guys missed my old videos that were a little bit longer. Now, this video definitely is not a long video in comparison. My old videos used to be hours long, guys, 2-3 hours long. And I recently have been receiving some messages and then some comments in my videos about how you guys miss my longer videos. So I left this in at real time. Otherwise, this would have been a super short video, just so you could enjoy maybe just watching the arrangement come to life, seeing some of the process of, like, I just pulled out that stem and then I cut it in half, and I'm going to actually use it as more of a base filler. And then here I had a little bit of a problem getting the stem in, so I'm just grabbing a stick of some sort and I'm just making the hole deeper so that I can go through at least maybe two pieces of that foam that's underneath there. And then there I was able to stick that in deeper. So I left this at real time. That way you guys have the opportunity to watch the arrangement come to life, and then also see some of the process in real time instead of having everything sped up. I know some of you had said that they missed it, so I'm trying, guys. All the new format stuff and all the things, a lot of stuff has changed since I originally established my channel, and it was a while ago, guys. I'm talking about a few years. I'm seeing people come up literally within months, and they have large amounts of followers and subscribers, and my channel growth's been kind of off and on, but I've been back at this solid for a few months now, and I'm just going to continue to try and fill out things and see what works. Right now, the shorter video time and takes a lot of time off of my editing and a lot of times for me, so sometimes this works better for me, and I've been able to keep to it, whereas the previous, my previous process wasn't very conducive to have me continually making such long videos. So I'm just doing what I can so I can still be here. And here I have found a hole. Now this is going to be the back of the actual arrangement. That's going to go up against the wall, but I literally cannot let myself leave a hole that big in any arrangement. It's because I will know it's there. So I'm going to use one of the extra pumpkins that I bought. I remember when I first went shopping for this guy, I bought so many pumpkins because I wanted it mainly to just be like a bucket of pumpkins, full of pumpkins, and then the greenery would be just secondary. But what this is turning into is that the pumpkins are accenting my greenery, and I think that's just because I am infatuated with anything green and leafy. Again, if you're new here, I live in the desert and I love greenery, so I buy things that are green. I like greenery a lot. What I did was I just went and got one of the extra stems that I've had in my stash. This came from another pick or another bundle, or some sort of flower was on this, but I saved some of these stems, and they're really good in these. Of course I dropped it. You guys ever have that where you're trying to cut something in half and the piece that you want to keep falls on the floor and the piece that you want to throw away like shoots across the table? Yeah. Murphy's Law. Of course it's going to be the one that I want. And it's going to happen at the most inopportune time when you're tired or your back hurts. But anyways, moving on. We won't talk about that. And see, guys, I completely lost track of what I was saying. See, I get lost in my own jibber jabber. I just imagine if we were all in a room together, oh, it would be beautiful chaos. So I had to fill this spot in. So I grabbed a pick or a stem, I pushed it in the bottom of the pumpkin, and then I pushed that pumpkin in the back. So now this empty space is definitely full. We don't have to worry about anyone kind of seeing it. And then if you just turn your little project around, we're going to take a peek at her and see. And there she is in her normal spot. Now, I'm apologizing ahead of time. My house does not have commercial lighting, but they also took some video for you. But you'll see in a second. Again, the lighting is in my house, and I did this at like nighttime. So it wasn't like I had any natural light. But here's the video. And look at my little girl, Zoe. She brought a pumpkin. She knew Mommy was smoking pumpkins. So there's my girls. Tootsie's just standing there like, Anyways, I have more pictures and another video you'll see right after this, just very shortly. You'll see in my studio lights. It doesn't have the bottom stand on it, but I wanted you to see the presence this arrangement has. So it's a pretty large container, and I got it at Hobby Lobby 2 years ago, but I was just there the other day, and all of their spring containers, again, these are all universal. It doesn't have to be spring or summer. Go take a look at those containers if you're looking for a good piece for even by your front door or something smaller for on the floor containers. Everything is 75% off. And I believe their spring stuff right now is 66% off. Furniture was 75%. They were running a great sale. I'm going to have a haul pretty soon for you guys to see. I got a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby. And here's my studio lights. So here you can actually see the greens, the pop of color come to life, the galvanized part of that container, and then also the wood. I did not mess with the container at all. And within recently, guys, I have a thing for distressing everything with chalk paint, and I was like, I'm not going to touch this one because I love the way it looks. The greens that we added to it, the pumpkins, all looks good together. They all accent each other. The galvanized metal along with the natural wooden rim around the top of it. And then obviously when it's inside the house on the black stand that it comes on, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I have walked past this thing continuously from the front of my house to get to my bedrooms in my home, and I can't help but stare at it. I look at it every time I pass it, and I'm actually excited to take the pumpkins out of it, which is strange because, pumpkins are life. But at some point, they'll be switched out for a more winter or Christmas theme pretty soon. But look how gorgeous she is. You guys, tell me if you enjoyed this. This was just a cute little short offshoot video. I wanted to show you guys I'm making something for my home for myself. Just tell me what you think. Tell me how you like it. Let me know how you guys are doing. And that's about it for today. So thank you so much for spending your time with me again. And I wanted to say you guys have been great. Thank you for the comments. You guys have just been awesome. I love every single one of you. So mini hugs, happy crafting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.